In the vast expanse of the cosmos, humanity has long gazed at the stars, wondering if we are alone. Are there other beings out there on distant worlds looking up at their own night sky and asking the same question? The discovery of exoplanets, planets orbiting other stars, has fueled our imagination and given us hope that we may not be alone. Among these distant worlds, one stands out as a particularly promising candidate in the search for extraterrestrial life: K2-18b. Discovered in 2015 by the Kepler Space Telescope, K2-18b is a super-Earth, a planet larger than Earth but smaller than Neptune, located about 124 light-years away in the constellation Leo. What makes K2-18b so special is its location within its star's habitable zone, the region around a star where temperatures are just right for liquid water to exist on the surface of a planet. Liquid water is essential for life as we know it, and its presence on K2-18b, along with other intriguing characteristics, has made it a prime target in the search for life beyond Earth. The habitable zone, also known as the Goldilocks zone, is the region around a star where conditions are neither too hot nor too cold for liquid water to exist on the surface of a planet. Planets in the habitable zone are considered to be in the sweet spot for life as we know it. K2-18b orbits a red dwarf star which is smaller and cooler than our Sun. Because red dwarfs are cooler, their habitable zones are located closer to the star. This means that planets in the habitable zone of a red dwarf star have shorter orbital periods than planets in the habitable zone of our Sun. In the case of K2-18b, its orbital period is only 33 days, meaning that it completes one orbit around its star in just over a month. The presence of liquid water is considered to be a key requirement for life as we know it. In 2019, astronomers announced the detection of water vapor in the atmosphere of K2-18b, making it the first time that water vapor had been found in the atmosphere of a planet in the habitable zone of another star. The discovery was made using data from the Hubble Space Telescope, which observed the planet as it passed in front of its star. As K2-18b passed in front of its star, some of the starlight passed through the planet's atmosphere. By analyzing the spectrum of this starlight, astronomers were able to detect the presence of water vapor. The detection of water vapor in the atmosphere of K2-18b is a significant discovery, as it suggests that the planet may have clouds and a water cycle similar to Earth's. K2-18b, a planet like no other. While K2-18b shares some similarities with Earth, it is also a very different world. With a mass about 8 times that of Earth, K2-18b is classified as a super-Earth. Super-Earths are a class of planets that are larger than Earth but smaller than Neptune. They are one of the most common types of planets in the Milky Way galaxy, but we don't have any in our own solar system. As a result, we still have a lot to learn about these planets, including whether or not they can support life. In addition to its size, K2-18b's atmosphere is also quite different from Earth's. While Earth's atmosphere is primarily composed of nitrogen and oxygen, K2-18b's atmosphere is thought to be primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, with smaller amounts of other gases like water vapor and methane. These differences in size and atmospheric composition mean that K2-18b is likely a very different place from Earth, but that doesn't rule out the possibility of life. The search for life continues. The discovery of K2-18b and the evidence for water vapor in its atmosphere has generated a great deal of excitement among astronomers and the public alike. However, it is important to remember that the detection of water vapor does not necessarily mean that K2-18b is home to life. Further observations and analysis are needed to determine whether or not the planet is truly habitable and if it harbors any signs of life. Future telescopes, such as the James Webb Space Telescope, will be able to study the atmospheres of exoplanets like K2-18b in even greater detail. These telescopes will be able to search for biosignatures, which are chemical fingerprints of life, in the atmospheres of these planets. The search for life beyond Earth is one of the most profound quests in science, and the discovery of K2-18b has given us a tantalizing glimpse of what may be out there.